The Pleiadians, Sexuality and Precise Awareness. Hello, hello. Yes, we are here, and we are as always very pleased to interact with you in this way. It's a great joy and privilege for our message to be received, and we take great delight in all ways that we are able to reach you, assist you, and be assisted by learning more from you. Today we wish to share information on the great power of your sexuality and its point and purpose in expanding your awareness of higher dimensions on this planet. Your orgasms are the greatest force of power that you have access to, and the energy transmitted from your orgasms serves as a powerful fuel in other dimensions of reality. With awareness and focus, your orgasms can be used to propel you into contact with extraterrestrial and other higher dimensional beings who would both expand your pleasure as well as your consciousness. Pleasure is used to be embraced, yet used with precise awareness as you come into greater and more expanded states of being. Pleasure is a great gift for you that you give to yourself when you allow your desires to be explored with an attitude of mutual benefit and deep service to all involved. The forces ruling the hierarchical structures of power in your world use sexuality as the primary source of their power to control. Ritualistic sexuality is performed in discreet and hidden settings with the intent harnessing unseen forces and spread mass waves of fear that may be used to gain more control over the population. This energy is then embedded within your advertising and media, so that the base desires within you can be aroused, then hooked to themes of dominance, aggression, and consumption. Consumption and creativity are both available modes of relating to your use of and enjoyment of all forms of energy you engage within your lives. When you approach any substance or act with the intention of consuming without the intention of creating, you reinforce vibrations of lack and scarcity. When you approach all sources of energy as catalysts for greater creativity and expansion, you establish the foundation and an awareness of how truly infinite your power and consciousness is. The false idea of scarcity is embedded and ingrained in the consciousness of the masses, and subliminal sexual programming is the basic facet through which this false sense of scarcity is fed to you. Scarcity goes directly against the very laws of nature. Your planet by its nature has truly more than enough resources to comfortably sustain all of its inhabitants, and by law of nature, the living world around you and all its unseen higher dimensional components are striving to provide all of the necessary nutrients and sustenance to all that inhabit your planet. A thriving and flourishing sexuality with strong drive, desire, and passion are a natural result of a true connection with the earth and with the higher dimensional forces. Culturally reinforced programs serve to inhibit and restrict sexuality to a subject that may only be discussed and shared under certain conditions, which leads to a greater exploration of sexuality in so-called dark corners and less than ideal settings that are not conducive to the most balanced states of sexual expression. The game of life only operates under the rules that you set up through your own beliefs. We always suggest and encourage you to continually rewrite the rules of the game of life in ways that are more fun, balanced, and integrated. You would be best suited to rewrite the rules of your sexual expression, which stands as the very basis of your own sense of self and the world. An empowered sexuality understands the sexuality, the primary creative force that sets all form and life into motion. A fluid and comfortable expression of sexuality understands its power to be the very greatest tool for transformation and growth available to you as human beings. When you allow your sexual energy to rise through the chakras and activate your crown center, your portal into other dimensions is blown open in a profound way. The power of sexuality is unmatched by any other activity available to you in your world, and must be treated as such. From meditation and awareness of your subtle flows and currents of energy in daily life, you may begin to grasp the energy within your own body and use that awareness garnered in sexuality in order to reach profound states of consciousness. We and many others take great delight in your orgasms, and certain civilizations stationed around your planet harness the great amounts of energy released during your orgasms, through which they use your spiritual energetic DNA in order to create hybrid races on their ships. When you engage in higher vibrational sexual activity, you release tremendous energy from within your body that greatly catalyzes transformation and creativity in all the world around you. Your energetic body and moments of orgasm brings forth information from across time and space, and you effectively reprogram yourself with each and every conscious orgasm. Toning and consciously and fully expressing pleasure and your emotions during sexuality are key components in accessing this higher dimensional expression of sexuality. When this level of sexuality is accessed from a place of mutual benefit and pure unconditional love, you attract non-physical and higher dimensional energies, matching that vibration to interchange energies with you. The energy you transmit in your orgasms contain all the imprints of your spiritual DNA, which hybrid races located in ships around your planet use in order to create children on their craft, who share your DNA and closely resemble you. While you may or may not know of the existence of these children, they are aware of you and watch over you with great curiosity and interest. Eventually, when the time is right, these children, who do fondly look to you as their parents, may come to your world and interact in pronounced ways. For now, you may develop great telepathic connections with them, as these children are already capable of advanced psychic feats such as astral bilocation, through which they may come to visit you in your surroundings and spend pleasant moments connecting with you if you wish. The greatest of hindrances to one's sexual development is the consumption of pornography or any such media espousing an experience of sexuality that contains a level of dominance, aggression, or subservience. As sexual energy feeds non-physical and higher dimensional beings, vampiric and lower-level astral entities are greatly excited to harness the sexual energy explored in these self-serving ways. These lower astral entities hook onto the auric fields of those who engage in these forms of sexuality and continue to influence their thoughts and desires in profound ways that may not be underestimated. We need to go in great detail to describe these sorts of phenomena. We simply wish you to know of their existence and influence in your world, so you may best understand and help those afflicted by such activities and entities. that feed on the energy generated by such uses of sexuality. In your world, there is a growing interest in exploring sexuality with an assortment of different partners, and some glorify the exploration of engaging with a different sexual partner for each day of the week. We don't wish to reinforce any such beliefs, such as what many adhere to, consciously or unconsciously, such as when you engage in sexual activity with another, your aura holds the imprint for 7 or more years. This is one experience that you may generate, if you believe at some level for that to be true. We simply wish to state that the profound and healing expressions of sexuality we have described to you are only possible with deep and complete emotional transparency and intimacy. While many attempt to explore sexuality in profound and intimate ways with multiple partners, from our perspective, this is more of a stumbling block than an asset. Deep and complete bonds of telepathic communication are potential between sexual partners that can only be built with deep trust and constant companionship and focus. These need not mean that you are always in their presence, sharing space with your partner, but that you are continually energetically aware of your partner, and in this way may develop a strong psychic sense of exactly what is occurring in your partner's vibration, whether they are downstairs in the kitchen or across the planet in another city. This deep level of telepathic connection is the basis through which other telepathic connections may be extenuated and taken to deeper levels of integration. Self-pleasure and imagination are great tools that may lay the foundation for you to begin to practice these deeper experiences of sexuality. If you don't yet have a partner to share these experiences with presently, whether or not you have a partner, you may use your voice and tone and express your pleasure and emotions and move the energy of your sexuality up through your chakras. As the energy reaches to the top of your head, visualize great streams and geometries of white and golden light reaching from your crown through your sun and into the center of the galaxy, the great central sun. All the energy you consciously transmit to the great central sun will always be returned to you greatly amplified. The great central sun is the heart of the entire galaxy, and the energy you transmit to it's much like the blood of the galaxy. You always receive from and broadcast to this heart of the galaxy massive streams of energy, and the more focus and intent you bring to the energy you transmit to the galaxy's heart, the more you may notice the ways in which the galaxy responds to your every transmission and perfect synchronization. Sexual manipulation and suppression are the greatest tools used in your world to control and divide people. When you empower and fine-tune your awareness of your sexual energy, you open your consciousness to massive expansions. The openness is felt by those around you on subtle levels. One of the greatest gifts you may share with your world now is bringing your great intent to heal and transform in accelerated ways into your sexuality, and to let that desire be known to the world around you according to your own discernment. In this way, you may attract those who will match your frequency in healing the planet from the control and sexual trauma, and the non-physical energies that feed on the vibration, and shift your world ever closer to joining the Galactic Federation in deeper, more pronounced ways. We do thank you very deeply for receiving our transmission at this time, and ask you to contemplate and share what you have received from this transmission. As you allow your imagination to drift, we, as well as your own personal allies in higher dimensions, will help you craft your own personal understanding of such information in a way that is more deeply relevant for you. Channeled by Dante.